President Trump, you saw how precious each moment is. In fact, I heard what you said, and I quoted it on my Twitter. You said, "Every moment we are here on earth is a gift from God." That's profound. I'm getting chills here. You have that realization of how precious each moment is and how fragile our lives are, where we don't have the luxury of wasting any more of these precious gifts. Each moment truly is on earth as a gift from God. So, July 13th, 2024 will be remembered as the gift from God, God's miracle that everyone on the planet by now has seen. You know this better than anyone, obviously, and yet, okay, so before July 13th, I mean, this was a monumental turning point in human history. This was the monumental turning point. Before then, there were those who knew and those who were still manipulated. And those who knew, I don't know, is it like 80 or 90% or more of them were waiting for you to ride in on a white horse to get all of evil and the bad guys and the communists and the globalists and the Satanists to just run. That was never realistic. And, well, anyway, they were waiting for you to be their savior. Now we see how, I mean, if you had, 1/4 of an inch, if without God's miracle, all of this probably would have been lost because it was all dependent upon you. Now, after July 13th, 2024, every one of us is seeing, and this is the message for every one of us, we are the ones who are making America great again. We are the ones who are doing our part. Yes, absolutely. You're doing your part. You're the inspiration. You're the spokesman. You're the leader. You're the one who's rallying all of us. And yet every one of us must do our part now. First and foremost. This is on every one of us. This is our responsibility. This is our divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. Please, sir, go to operationgreatness.com/yourpart. Option 3 is every one of us leading our own Operation Greatness chapter. I want you, as the leader of the free world, really as the leader of the human family, I want you to lead your Operation Greatness chapter. Really hear this, please, sir, because every one of us is leading everyone we are blessed to be able to serve. Every one of us is making the greatest contribution of our lives, and this is also the greatest contribution in the lives of everyone we are blessing with Operation Greatness. Through this, we are all stepping up, standing within our power. We're not playing small anymore. We're not holding back. We're not limiting ourselves. We're not dimming our light. This is how God is transforming every one of us and the whole world. So with you leading your Operation Greatness chapter, this has to be the greatest Operation Greatness chapter that ever was. All of your friends online, every one of your followers, everyone connected with you, everyone on your email list, everyone who's contributed to your campaign, all of them leading their own Operation Greatness chapters, where they're going out in their community and they're reaching everyone in their community, every one of their online friends. All of us focusing on freedom, self-empowerment, leadership, inspiration, reconnecting with God. This is the most monumental turning point in human history, by us all taking action and doing this now through you. I mean, this is the greatest thing every one of us has done to better our own lives, to reconnect with our family and our community and our neighborhood and our cities and our schools. So you can see, and it's also the keys to the kingdom in terms of financial freedom, with every one of us becoming financially free and empowering everyone else to become financially free. Our focus specifically is on, in the next 30 days, every one of us getting 1,200 of our online friends doing this in our chapters, and then going out into the community. And yet each of us is reaching 100 people a day for the next 12 days. So we're intent on getting our 1,200 people in 12 days. And we're also reaching people in our community and being the leaders of our communities. So this is the greatest thing all of us have ever done. And you can see by just one person reaching 1,200 people, and then those 1,200 people reaching their 1,200, that's 1,440,000 people, reaching their 1,200 people, that's like 1.728 billion or something like that. This is the greatest thing that humanity has ever done. And it's all the result of you leading your own chapter and getting you can get hundreds of millions of people leading their own chapters. What I'm saying is, this is how we are removing tyranny, stopping Satan, stopping evil, ending the cancer of communism. And this is obviously leading to more money for each conservative candidate and landslide conservative wins across the whole political spectrum. No, it's irrelevant, of course it always has been, whether Communist Joe is in the race or not, because of how strong you always have been, yet especially now. Everyone's seeing this now, and there's no question about it. And yet with Operation Greatness, this is the action every one of us is taking to make America great again. Let me know if you have any questions. Who's the right person to put this out there in the biggest way? I mean, Truth Social, obviously. I think this is the right time for you to go back to whatever, I forgot what you have. I don't remember anymore. Is it more than 100 million people on Twitter following you still? Facebook, your rallies. I mean, so maybe you have donaldjtrump.com/OG as your link for everyone to join your chapter. Or maybe we have operationgreatness.com/mega. That has a nice ring to it. And that would be your direct link. So everyone joining through that link and leading their own chapters, that would be linked to you, and you would be making $1,000 for every one of them. So, and our focus with 1,200 people in the next 30 days, every 1,200 people you're getting, that would be $1.2 million for you. So this is your greatest campaign success as well. So every one of us is joining you in making America great again. You are the greatest inspiration any one of us has ever seen in our whole lives. And yet Jesus is the ultimate inspiration. That's the example of all of us opening fully to God. And that's what we're all doing here together, following Jesus's inspiration. I mean, if you think of a line between 0 and 100, and that's the percentage you are open to receiving God, and that's what this Operation Greatness is, the work of Operation Greatness is doing. Jesus represents 100% receiving God. We have to receive God before we can extend it. And 0%, that's obviously Satan, not open at all to God, completely rejecting God. It's also ignorance is 0%, and knowledge is 100%. And it's also, well, ego is 0%, and 100% is completely serving. Because every one of us is here to be of greater service to more people. We are here, our purpose is to extend God. And you could say that means extending love. Ultimately, in a practical sense, that means being of greater service. So, every one of us is honoring our purpose, serving God. And I want to acknowledge you and honor you and celebrate you, because your life was transformed by your near-death experience. You were always a man of honor. Now you're humble and you are a man of God. So, leading your chapter, I know, is in fact the higher purpose of your life. I also see the hand of God behind what I call Fraud 1.0, where evil began to take over and exert pressure. I saw a letter from George Washington dated, I think, 1790 or 1791, where he warned about tyranny coming over to America. I know that this has been planned for decades. What's happening today, this is how that ends. This is how we stop that. We expel Satan from our lives. The cancer of communism, globalism, fascism, Marxism, the predator-prey paradigm is over. We've crushed it, every one of us. This is the higher purpose of our lives. Through Operation Greatness and the chapters each of us are leading, which is our divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. This is all of God. operationgreatness.com/your part. With whom may I have the honor and pleasure of working to put this out there everywhere. Thank you, President Trump.